Gentlemen, welcome to an OG edition of the hardest part parade. Bitches.
I hope y'all got that shit on.
Oh,
Fucking Mike.
Keith's
Welcome
here.
back.
This
Welcome back, sir.
Keith's here.
Is our show. The best show of the week.
Ooh. Shots.
Without Mr. Monday Night. Because we
Shots.
don't need Mr. Monday Night on a Thursday night.
Ooh. I heard it's the white show today. Like I was super offended.
You should be.
Well, I was just like, damn, it's the white show.
There's only one white person and the other white person's still dying somewhere.
And there's one that's afraid to be on him.
Right. So
Hey, leave Daddy just alone.
all the white people don't. You're like
There's
the
two
only.
white people. That's
It's
it.
That's it. So I don't understand how Thursday night is the white show.
He's never on Thursday. That's why. He's been on what, 2 Thursday shows?
Maybe CJ?
No,
Yeah.
not
No,
CJ.
no, no.
CJ hasn't been here in a long time. He's
You're
still
talking about
dying.
Javon?
Monday night.
Javon's only been here for like 2 Thursdays. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's the white show though. I heard that shit. I was like, damn. All right, cool. Like I gave up my show. So
See,
you
this is
can't-
what happens when people get a big head and they get their own show. Y'all let this happen.
Right.
We've created a
let this
monster.
happen.
That's
Right.
exactly what happened.
I mean, well, I enjoy Mondays. You know.
Monday, if you listen to last Monday's show, you understand that there's no control.
It's-
We are a train going 130 miles an hour.
It is a huge fucking wreck all the fucking time. So, gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. AEW.
Solid show.
I was
Average.
impressed by
It
both.
wasn't bad. They were both
What I
good
saw.
shows.
And it wasn't a botch fest this week,
No.
which is new. Like, I'm not even trying to be like that guy. I'm just saying it just wasn't a botch
Your
fest.
recent posts would say otherwise.
It's there all.
You've been
That is
very
the,
anti-EW the past, 3 or 4 days online.
that is
I
because.
felt some type of way. I ain't sharing none of your shit. I was like, fuck you, Turan. If
Look.
you notice, I had to make my own goddamn support the podcast post because I wasn't sharing that goddamn meme.
I did not choose that meme. Jake chose that. I gave him options.
Yeah.
He
no.
chose said option.
Yeah, and then he was like, pick one, and the last one he showed me was that one, and I was like, fuck it, just send me that one.
Wow.
So,
Y'all some trash.
I deal with the cards in which I am dealt.
I gave him a variety, a nice smorgasbord
Yeah, you
of
can pick
memes.
nothing recent. You'll just pick some, oh, hey, fuck AEW.
Like, I was like, all right, cool. Like, I mean, whatever.
We got a lot to talk about tonight, though.
Yeah, man. Like, Sammy Guevara is, like, inching his way up to one of my faves. I don't even know why.
What did I tell you?
Because he's not a weeb right now.
What did
That's
I tell
why.
you, though?
But I was listening to something on Instagram. They did a Q&A on Instagram, and he does not know his Dragon Ball Z characters. So he is not a real weeb.
So how can he be Keith's favorite
He didn't
wrestler?
even know. He doesn't know. He don't
How
even
can
know.
he
He's
even-
not
how
my
can he
favorite.
even
He's
use
one.
Majin
He's
Buu
the
merch?
best up and comer.
But how can he even use Majin Buu merch?
Right. He didn't even know. He didn't know all the members of the Ginyu Force.
I don't even remember all the menus of the Ginyu Force. I know the purple one. Can you?
Right?
Yeah, is it
Doria's
Dora
the
the
fat-
Explorer? The the
He's
one that gets fat
pink
skinny.
one. No, he's the fat. Yeah, he's the pink one. And
Yeah.
Fat, skinny.
Raccoon.
Raccoon,
And that's only because of
obviously.
Budokai.
Yeah.
Because he had that one line, "You do well," over and over again.
Or it was like, date me.
Yeah. It's like the fuck.
Yeah, Raccoon was always on the sus spectrum. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't name the other three though. Or
What was the
just
one with the
two.
red one with the white hair? Jace? God, I fucking run an anime nerd.
Jance.
Jace? Is it Jace?
Jace. Jeice.
He had the accent, you know, he'd come through like this, he'd be like, "Get you!" Like,
Right.
that was his thing. He was the only one with an accent.
And then there was the one that became ugly. That was like his entire power is that like he went from being like this attractive looking one. And never mind. No, he wasn't that one. That was on Frieza's Force or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was
Frieza's guys.
Zarbon.
Yeah, Zarbon.
Zarbon was the pretty boy that would turn fat.
Turning like fat,
Yeah.
ugly like a crocodile. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. And then you got
This has nothing to do with wrestling.
no.
I'm just saying your boy just like didn't know his Ginyu Force members. Like I mean,
either.
and
Apparently,
I
none of
think
us do.
Goldu, the short fat one, is probably my favorite. Guldo.
Gudo?
Gudo. Yeah, Gudo.
Time Stopper?
Yeah, that's my favorite one. Like I
That's because
mean,
you look like him.
wow, your mama.
Bang bang.
Have
Very
Black
quick.
History Month.
Yikes.
Boom. So yeah, I didn't hate that match with Guevara and Dusty this week. Great storytelling. They do something very special for each other. Like, Dustin plays a great role with newer wrestlers because he helps enhance their style.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, he's not a new wrestler. Like, but on a stage like this, he is new. And when you have a senior member of the team to kind of coach you along, it helps you out a lot. And I didn't hate it. It also gives you a great transition into a Hager match. Finally, the boy gets to wrestle.
Yes.
So we're gonna see where he is. Hopefully, they'll have a lot of ring rust, and we can kind of go from there.
Who do you give that match to?
Jake Hager.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I was thinking the same thing, but I mean, they're gonna put it on a show or try to.
Right, and
They should both be familiar with each other since they have WWE experience. They should at least know each other's ring style.
I don't recall them ever wrestling.
No. I'm just
I know,
saying,
I'm
like,
just
in
saying,
terms
like,
of them, maybe
chemistry wise.
I'm sure it'll be fine. It's a pay-per-view match.
That's true.
I don't know if it was pay-per-view worthy though.
Probably not, but then again, they only have 2 titles or 3 titles in the company.
In
So
the ring.
right, and then the ring that we've all forgotten.
Yeah. JF has it still.
Whatever.
Yeah. And a belt.
Did they do the stipulation this week? What was it? Or did they not
No,
really worry about
it's
it?
not this week.
Okay, so it's next week
Yeah.
or something. Okay.
Who's a fan of Britt Baker right now?
Is she giving
I like
you
heel
love?
Baker better than fucking face Baker. So
First of all, she ain't got to get in the ring.
no.
Just in a flash. Like, I had never seen somebody gain, like,
That much
fucking
heat.
star level heat, like, so quickly.
But to be fair, when she was a face, she didn't really have face applause, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like anytime she was out there, she wasn't getting clapped or booed, so it was an easy enough transition to make her a heel, you know what I mean?
I just like for smart people to use big words around dumb people because it just instantaneously makes them mad.
Yeah.
I mean, the word "the" would have made them mad. However,
Damn, what city were they in? Where was AEW last night?
it'll make them mad if he said "the," like, you know, they're just fucking rioting. But overall, I like the feel of whatever her and Tony Schiavone got going on because it's real, just not nice.
No,
Like,
not at all. And it's like that awkward nerd in high school that just gets picked on.
And
he
he
can't do shit about it.
verbally assassinated is what's
Yeah.
happening. And on top of that, I really like how she is the role model, which is the way Bailey's supposed to be.
Yeah.
If you're a role model.
True.
You know, like they're doing a WWE gimmick correct.
Yeah.
Like WWE take notes, which I mean normally it's the opposite way around.
True. I still like Bailey. That's because she got ass, I guess.
Damn.
I know
One
I hate
redeeming
Bailey.
quality,
Is Bailey
I
on your
guess.
list?
Bailey's probably on
What do
this
you
list,
fucking
yeah.
think is?
I can't remember. I know
He doesn't like her
Lacey
because of
Evans
her-
was on your list.
She's still on the list.
Okay, was Bailey on your list?
Bailey is
Yeah.
definitely on the list because she's fucking terrible.
Damn, I love Bailey. And she was riding in the vans last week.
He doesn't like Bailey because he thinks that she needs another like makeup. I don't know, tutorial. I don't know the word, but she needs like a whole new style to her. So she's gonna cut the hair and stuff.
Right, that haircut needs to be like
doesn't
that
like the-
Rihanna
he
good
doesn't
girl
like the
grown
Egyptian.
bad, like asymmetrical bob. Okay,
I mean-
she can clearly she does not have a gay friend. That's the problem. She needs somebody gay in her life to correct her mistakes because these mistakes are huge, huge. Her fashion choices in and outside of the ring, you know, and her sister's way hotter. I don't mean to be that bitch.
I like both sisters.
I don't know her sister name, but they need to get them in for a Bella twin, a Bella twin.
Makeover.
Yeah, like gimmick, and she will definitely be the
Her sister's like an engineer or some shit, though, I think.
smart and
Not
sexy.
that I was like stalking
Bam.
her or nothing.
Wow.
Who is the better Nikki Bella or Bella's sister?
I
I can't tell them apart, to be honest.
For real?
Yeah.
Just look at their chest.
I don't look at the Bella twins like
Just
that.
look at
I've
the chest
never,
in 2020. You
I've-
figure it out.
I've never found them attractive, I guess. Like the Bella twins in general, like anytime I see them, one just looks off and one looks offer, I guess.
When they were in ECW, I couldn't tell. I'll give you that. But
I
then-
don't
Right,
even
they
remember
both
them
was
being in
skinny.
ECW, bro.
They both were skinny and they both had small boobs.
but they were never in the ring at the same time either, because like it was like Brie was the only Bella twin, but then she'd go under the ring and she popped.
I
out
do
on the
remember that
side.
gimmick, yeah.
That was a pretty cool gimmick at the time. But when they were off ECW and started like being wrestlers
Didn't that
separately,
happen? Wasn't that called something though? Wasn't it called like the Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen or some
I don't
somebody?
Oh,
One of the
the
announcers
Twin
made some-
Magic.
Yeah, it was some stupid
Yeah,
shit.
Twin Magic. The Mary Kate and Ashley. God damn, this is like a porno move.
yeah,
I'm gonna hit you with that Mary Kate and Ashley. Yikes. The Bellas. Ugh.
Yeah, speaking of sisters and speaking of the Bella Twins, there's rumors that Turan is so excited about that the Bellos are going to be in this year's Hall of Fame class.
What have they done successfully?
Nothing. I think this is just a rumor. How are you gonna skip over all these other people and put the Bella Twins up there?
Victoria.
Facts. Honestly, facts.
The Bella Twins.
Really?
Nikki had the title for a very long time.
Is Beth Phoenix a Hall of Famer?
Yeah,
She's all
pretty
okay,
sure
thank
Hall of
God.
Famer.
I'm trying to think. I was like, man, they did not put the Bella
There's
Twins
1,000
over
people that's
fucking
getting
Beth
screwed
Phoenix.
at this point. Like, we
Yes,
used
every year though. You know what I mean?
grasping at straws.
China didn't get a fucking solo Hall
yeah,
of Famer.
She's
She had to
only
be in a
been
group.
by DX.
Yeah.
Because of her, I guess it's because of the porn thing. I don't know.
It couldn't be. You know how many fucking
I
wrestlers have done porn?
I know. Because you got Hulk Hogan, who's in there twice.
Lars
now.
Sullivan. Who else?
Well, he's not in the Hall of Fame. He's probably gonna get fired within the year. Let's be honest.
Jesus Christ. Was the Kenny Omega
The tag match?
tag match with Hangman and SCU, was that necessary?
I thought, well, I could see why they started it off, but they could have put that later in the show from a production standpoint. That could have gone on later on the show compared to what NXT put on as their first match.
I feel like what I will compliment AEW for doing, the titles are always on TV.
Mm-hmm.
They're always like they know.
Yeah.
Like with the exception of Rio and whatever that was, like when
Well,
she
that was
gone.
because she was double booked, yeah.
Yeah, like
She had a lot of
and
bookings.
is what it is, right? You can't fault her for booking. But they constantly keep the titles on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy this team of Kenny and Paige. I just feel like this rubber match with the Bastard is just way more important, and I need to see.
I think it's pay-per-view worthy, especially an Iron Man match.
Yeah, but Kenny's focus is going to be split. Like, I just need to see where this is going. Because I want to see a program. Kenny and Hangman, Kenny and the Bastard can go back and forth forever.
Yeah.
And I think I'd be okay with it.
I honestly, what if that's like the straw that like breaks the camel's back as far as like their storyline, like, you know, tinfoil hat moment. That's this match because he's so focused on it, or because it takes it away from him and the tag team title is why they lose it at Revolution or some shit, and that starts the Hangman feud with Kenny.
What if they both pull both ways? So
That's true.
Hangman's drunk, like, which he's not.
Yeah,
And
but they're playing on that.
Right, you know what I mean? Like, what if that pulls them both ways and allow the Bucks to kind of creep in and just be dicks?
True.
I mean, I'd be okay with that. Is it time for the Bucks to win the belt?
Nah, a long time ago, yeah. At this point, I don't really care.
Yeah, it would be overdue at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'd get that, like, hey, finally reaction. It'd be like, oh, well, why did they do this at the beginning?
They already got the nameplates.
Damn. So a meat of the conversation, a meat of our podcast, like today, when we're talking about AEW, it really needs to focus around the women's championship match. And I have a problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the internet is just not being nice right now. And I brought this up to you guys at the table before about Nyla Rose. Now, mind you, Nyla Rose is not the best wrestler.
She's gotten better though. She's
right. She's not on the list, but she is like she handles her business,
She's
right?
not Baszler's lackeys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's good. She can hold her own versus the right opponent. I particularly enjoyed this match with Rio.
I thought it was a good match.
It was a good match. It was a well-told David and Goliath story. I was bought into the whole thing. Rio sold everything. Now I was a little stiff at her selling, but I enjoyed the match. At the end of the day, booking, whatever it is that took the belt off of Rio, we're here where we are now, right now. Nyla Rose is your champion.
The crowd seemed like they wanted it too. Like I didn't hear a lot of boos, which was weird. I thought I heard more cheers than boos. She won that.
I felt like that too. I was like, okay, so they're okay with this because now the belt is on TV consistently, and we're okay.
The internet would disagree though.
The internet has been so ugly and I've told you guys, y'all was like, no, they just don't like her because she's a bad wrestler.
Right.
And I'm thinking it's a little bit deeper than that, y'all. I'm not trying to be that guy. Like, oh my God, you know, like, let me just pull up the LGBT flag, like, you know, and just flash it in front of y'all to shove it down your throats. I'm not trying to do that.
You're not going down the Miles Jordan route?
I'm not going down the Jordan Miles route with this. Like, I'm not. Like, I do feel it's an issue. I don't think that people like her because she's trans. And I think that this is a problem around sports in general. Now, I have a stance on this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably not the popular vote. Unfortunately, in wrestling, we all know what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
It tells a story. It's scripted to a certain extent. Like, it's what it is. But in everyday sports, in track and field, in basketball, in
actual amateur wrestling,
I don't feel it's fair for a trans, and I'm going to go directly to a trans male. I don't feel it's fair for a trans male to compete in a female sport and be taken seriously. And not because we don't take them seriously as the women that they are.
Mm-hmm.
A man is built differently than a woman. Prime example. And I'm just saying because he's the biggest dude at the table, like stout wise. If you look at Keith and he's like, okay, I'm gonna be a woman tomorrow. Right? He goes and does all the stuff and takes the hormones and things and such.
Right.
His build is still gonna be his build. You throw some titties on him,
right.
It's still Keith. He's still Keisha. I'm sorry, it will be Keisha. But it'll still be his frame. You can't do anything about that, and it's not fair.
Right.
You know.
Right. So with him wrestling at a heavyweight level in a women's wrestling intramural, he would have.
He's gonna destroy.
Yeah.
I still feel like it's different though for AEW. I know you're talking about real sports, but the whole scripted thing.
That's my thing. That's my point.
Yeah.
This is wrestling.
Yeah.
It's for pro wrestling.
All scripted.
It's all scripted.
So they can't take that same viewpoint and stance when it comes to sports entertainment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So chill the fuck out.
Right. They're two sides of different coins.
Yes.
There is, and I do agree with the masses, like, and I was explaining to Nate, like I was like, well, damn, I would cheer on a female to male transition if they beat up a dude because it doesn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I
why
mean?
everybody likes Tessa Blanchard. Not that she's trans, but because she's beating on dudes.
Right.
Nobody, and same when China was beating on dudes, nobody ever opposed that. They were like, all right,
right,
we support this.
We're programmed, but in actuality, in everyday sports, it's genetics, man.
Yeah.
You can't fight it. I'm sorry. Like, you know, I love our trans community. Like, I really do. I support everything that they do. In pro wrestling, I do support Nyla Rhodes.
We've never not been Nyla Rose haters because of.
Well, I've never been Nyla Rose hater.
Because of where she falls in the LGBTQ community. That's never been our prerogative at all. Why would we, you know? But it was just at first we had this terrible taste in our mouths because of how she would botch and hurt women.
Unsafe.
You know, she was just an unsafe worker. And when she stepped away, it's obvious that she's done work. She's put in the time, and now she's stepped up, and they feel comfortable enough putting her on the top of the mountain.
Yeah.
And
Nia
that's
Jackson's the
totally
same way. I mean, she was hurting everybody.
But she never got her chance to be
Dislike her for the right reasons, though. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't real life. You know what I mean? It's sports entertainment. It's not like she's beating somebody for a gold medal in the Olympics.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, that's not the case.
This is AEW.
This is a place for her to be able to express herself and do what she does that's great.
Mm-hmm.
The second part of this whole situation I have a problem with is the internet again reaction to JR. So JR said, hey, she won. She said, Nyla Rose is the king of the mountain in the women's division. That, to me...
It's just a phrase.
I
don't think it was anything that had... Yeah, it had nothing to do with her, what gender she was.
No. Right.
Yeah.
But,
stop being so fucking sensitive.
Right, but there are shit rags. You know what I mean? They're just that are looking for headlines because they're looking for clicks, and it's all clickbait.
It's clickbait.
Yeah.
Right. I posted a meme about it, but like I didn't go deep into the story because I don't care.
As an outlet, I'm glad that we honestly haven't given that story any time of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not a story. It's a figure of speech. Everybody says it, and you said it off air. Queen of the Mountain doesn't sound.
It doesn't
right.
even ring. There's
Yeah.
no ring to that.
But it's no. Who says Queen of the Mountain?
Nobody.
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 Correct. Like, shit.
Damn.
I'm just
You're
saying,
showing
man.
off.
It's just.
Hardest part got talent.
I just give the lady respect. She got the belt. Now she need to bust her fucking ass to prove why she has the belt.
It sucks too because isn't Kong? She's going to film, right? She's not.
Yeah,
She's
Glow.
going back to Glow.
Back to
Because
Glow.
I want to see that match.
That's fine. Dude, she's so good on Glow.
She is. I
Like,
just want to
she's
see the
so
Kong
good.
versus
She's like
Rhodes
one of my
match because they
favorite
built that up and it never happened.
So how do you feel about the Nightmare Collective? While
It's
we still,
dead.
right? How do you feel about it dying? Are you
Oh,
okay
I'm
with
happy.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was. I see where she was trying to go. It just didn't work. I think, and I'm glad that they actually listened and they scrapped it. And they even had like a little segment, I think, on Brandy's Instagram on the AEW.
I told them about that.
Yeah, and it was like it was a good send off. If she wants to bring it back, she could always go dig this shit back up and maybe do it differently. I don't know. I like the way that they're actually listening. They're not gonna fucking carry it on for a year with Lashley ruining a marriage and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like they listened.
Nate said to me, he was like, "Thank God, 'cause if it was WWE, we'd be still watching this shit."
Facts. It'd be 10 pay-per-views in it.
Right, and we'd still be hating our life.
Yeah.
So that was being self-aware is important, especially in the reality day and age. You got to know when something's not working and know how to get out of it and know how to make it work for you. The punches,
Right.
right? The punches, they made it work for them.
Yeah.
It's smart. It's intelligent. They got good writers in the back. You can tell they need to keep that up.
They don't
Right?
have writers.
It's them.
It's them.
They come up with their
They
own
literally
thing.
just text each other all week and are like, "Yeah, what if we do this?" There's no writers.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's
So,
that's
it makes
dope.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys got the email or not. I got one because we all tried to purchase the first AEW tickets. I don't remember if you did. I know we did when
Yeah,
they did
we
the
did.
pay-per-view in DC. There's an email that was sent out. It's called AEW has this program called the Ringleader Program. So what it is their own kind of subscription thing. It's not like a subscription like paid for thing, but they're gonna send out like ideas of what they should put out for the show. What do you guys think of this? So it's like they're getting the fans' opinions.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah, so it's like they're listening in that sense.
So the survey service?
Yeah, kind of, but it's like you get special features and special behind the scenes things and shit like that by signing up with them.
I'm about it.
Yeah.
I'm sold. I'll sign up for it.
And I
you
think
know?
it's an AEW/TNT thing because there's other sports up there. Like, they ask you what you watch. Like, there's a whole list of things. I filled it out the other day. But it's cool that they have something like that to where it's like, other than just going off Twitter and Instagram and bullshit like that,
Right.
they actually have like a program or somewhere where you can voice your opinion on this or that.
Right.
So,
Right. So me being a real live penis analyst, okay, like, because I just analyze penises. This is my favorite thing to do. I mean, is this a
Did we
truth?
miss something? Just
No, I'm going
One
somewhere.
of the weirdest transitions.
Yeah.
I'm going somewhere, man.
Like,
MJF's dick. Like I was
There it
so
is.
tired of seeing it.
We're full
But
circle.
I didn't see it
We're
at all.
back.
I guess I just didn't pay attention.
I mean,
to
like
that
I'm
shit,
just
man.
like, why is this meat just out? Then he grabbed this meat and told Brandy, "Come over here to a real man." So when he moved it, it was like then whole meat. So like balls and dickhead and shaft,
I'm
like
so
all
upset.
there. And I'm just like, hey man, like, are you Finn Balor or are you MJF? Like, why are we looking at your dick? You know what I mean? Like whole dick. And I mean, like, I'm like, all right, man, like, good job, like, nice penis, like,
Jungle
but
Boy.
right. And then he put his penis on Jungle Boy's arm when he went to pin him, like, so whole dick on this poor man's hand.
Oh.
I'm like, damn, it's one day before Valentine's Day, but you should be trying to get handies.
Oh man.
Then the best line of the night, clearly y'all missed it, but the best line of the night, Brandy said, "Ho, he's yanking on his thing. That must be his calling card for Wardlow." And then Mans just came out, and I'm just like,
Oh,
Yes,
I definitely
Brandy.
missed that.
I'm like, yes, Brandy, you are my favorite. What up? You don't fuck with a black woman from the South, okay?
Oh, man.
Because they are sassy as fuck
She's
and
not from the
vindictive.
South.
Where's she from?
She went to Michigan.
I thought she was from the South.
No, Cody's from the South. Cody's an
Oh.
Atlanta boy.
Okay, well,
Because
whatever.
him and Xavier went to school
Yeah,
together
she's
for
from
Austin.
Michigan.
Well,
But she lived in the South.
right.
But
with
she
a-
lived, yeah.
with a whole bunch of
Yes.
sassy ass bitches. I love it.
Oh,
She's
man.
definitely not Lacey Evans' Southern Belle. You know?
Lacey Evans sassy as a bitch, and I would probably hang out with Lacey because she's sassy. I would not hang out with her to wrestle.
Wouldn't hang out with her ugly ass kids and husband.
God damn!
Wow.
Wow!
Had to say it. Surprised you didn't say it. To be honest with you.
I think her little girl cute.
What about the man's though?
Oh, he is.
So you're saying you wouldn't wear some tights with their faces on there?
Dude, okay, all respect to Rick Rude, absolutely I would do that shit. Okay, but I would have their faces like X'd through because like that's just nasty. Not the kid, but like definitely the husband. I don't want his face anywhere on my body. That's
God, poor. It's just because his ears. That's what it is. He
His
got
ears.
his ears,
It's that
and-
crew cut.
and yeah, it's a lot of things that was went wrong. Wow. Okay.
Alright,
Yeah.
back to AEW.
Had to say
Right.
it.
So
Yeah.
MJ's penis. Not a fan of his penis.
I thought you said you were.
Like I'm not a fan of of it. Like just being out. Like I'm not.
Alright.
Right.
That's the title of the episode.
Yeah.
MJ's
penis?
Not a
Question
fan.
mark?
Right. He-
Fan or
face?
no?
If we can get him to listen to this, he will probably go off. Like
Oh,
so.
no, he would beat the shit out of CJ. Because remember, CJ said that.
Oh, yeah,
he's a-
yeah.
He
He got-
in the football field.
That's true.
He did call MJF a pussy on the
Yep.
football field. If MJF listens to this, we gotta find a way to get him to listen. Then he can come whip CJ's ass.
Then he can give CJ some mojo.
Then he gets
Yeah.
just a most and a fucking cuss out. That'll be the best. Then last but not least on AEW, what the match I want to touch on that told the best story to me was Mox and Santana. First of all, from a visual standpoint, the eye for eye, the best aesthetic ever. Like the left eye and the right eye, like it just is so good, right? The story in the promo he cut with Jim Ross
Yeah. In
was
the back.
so real and authentic. Santana is a contender, with or without his partner.
Yeah.
And I don't know how long this inner circle thing can last with a talent like that.
Well, Jericho's going on tour. So, assuming Jericho drops the title sooner rather than later, I mean, that gives other people the chance to step up. Like Jake Hager, like Santana, like Jeff Cobb now. So,
Is Cobb?
He's not a member of the inner circle, though.
He's just a hired hand?
Yeah.
are we sure about that?
I mean, that's what they were making it seem like. That's what the internet's making it seem like now.
Guess we'll see. I don't
But-
know. Jericho seemed very, like, he's inner circle, so.
I mean, if it is, it is. But at the same time, just another person to not have the title or not go for the title. So,
Cody,
Jeff Cobb's a fucking beast, though.
I agree with you, but that's what I'm saying. I would
That's-
like to see him
Jeff Cobb is
wrestle.
fucking beast.
that's what but Javon mentioned Jeff Cobb last week.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, if I had to take somebody from Ring of Honor,
There you
right?
go.
This was a show that
Right.
didn't air.
Yeah.
We were just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He was like, if I had to pick people from Ring of Honor, like
Yeah, he said, like, yeah. I remember.
Jeff Cobb was in the top.
Yeah, he's a former ROH champion, too.
Mhm. And he does well over in Japan, too.
Yep.
So, he's a participant frequently in the G1. He's got what? He's got a claim, dude. Jeff
Yeah.
Cobb's a beast, and I don't want him anywhere in the inner circle. I think he's fine as like this mercenary tweener role, but at the same time too, he's definitely in heavyweights.
Don't we already have
I
a
don't know.
fucking mercenary role with the tag team? The fucking
Butcher the
Bunny?
Bunny
Bunny.
Butcher the Blade.
Yeah.
They don't have to be the same thing.
I
I'm
don't
just
know,
saying,
if
like
that's gonna be his thing, they already kind of have it.
no.
established.
I'm just saying for him helping inner circle. He's
Yeah,
not a
and then
member.
just-
He's just a temporary member because Jericho wants to punish Moxley.
That's
Like,
fair.
Like
Yeah.
that's all. I just don't see it lasting, especially with Jericho going away. I think eventually, like if you see down the line like a Guevara versus Jeff Cobb feud, that would make sense to me. I'd be like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
They could even stem it from him declining the official invitation to the inner
Yeah.
circle. Just whatever, you just spitballing, tinfoil hat, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like he's too good to be a part of a faction, especially when they already have the muscle in Hager.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is Mox championship material? Is Mox still hot? Like,
Solid Snake as my champion.
Which is crazy because he was just in New Japan last week without the shit on, and that killed it for me. Like I watched his championship match last
he
week.
dropped, right?
Yeah.
No,
actually,
he still has
he's
it. Yeah,
the
he's still
champion.
contracted through New Japan. They're just not. No, they're allowing them to compete. And I should have mentioned this earlier too. So anybody that's on a New Japan contract, Jericho, Moxley, they are allowed to compete in Japan. Obviously, New Japan is doing the Madison Square Garden thing again. They are not allowed to compete in the States for New Japan unless they somehow and this was per AEW. If New Japan and them want to work out an agreement that they can use them for the Madison Square Garden thing, but until something's said as far as like on U.S. soil, they are not to compete for New Japan here.
Whew, that's gonna cause problems if Mox still got that belt.
I mean, he's just not going to defend it there. They don't defend every title at Madison
I
Square
like that
Garden.
belt too, by the way.
Yeah, I almost bought it. Somebody had a replica last year for sale, and I almost bought the dish. I think it's better than the WWE US title.